Hey guys, what is up? Archer here, welcome to CSGO Tips and Tricks, and in today's video I'm going to be speaking to you about the CZ75 versus the Tech 9 or the 5.7. The reason why the Tech 9 and the 5.7 are on the same side is because that's what the CZ replaces on the respective CT side or T side. So, to begin, I'm going to be talking about the CZ. Well, the CZ, it only has 24 bullets, and really the only advantage that I can think of over the 5.7 and the Tech 9 is that it has the potential to be fully automatic like so. That's really the only sort of pro that I see over the gun. That, and it's also extremely accurate to the point where you can just one tap away if you really want to. Just one tap every single person you see. Well, not one tap exactly, but, you know, you have the potential to dink them, unlike that. Like, it's very finicky. But here are some cons that the CZ75 has under the Tech 9 and the 5.7. Unless you're very close, within knife distance, you really can't dink through the head armor instantly, like so. If you'll let me do it. So, unless you're very close like that, you can't punch through their armor instantly. And overall, in my opinion, I don't really think the CZ75 is all that worth it in comparison to the Tech 9 and 5.7. Just simply because, one, you have low ammo, and it's just, it doesn't have the same firepower potential as the Tech 9 and the 5.7. So, to move on, I'm going to be talking about the 5.7 next. Now, the 5.7, not only does it have 120 bullets, but it also fires pretty damn fast. And the spray control, if you do practice, is fairly easy to control. And once you get a hang of it, the 5.7 can win you rounds single-handedly, especially on an eco. Another thing that I like about the 5.7 is its one-tap range. So say you're right here, you can just one-tap them. And that's a huge advantage you can have over the CZ. So if you're just running and running, you know, you can one-tap them from, I think, all the way back here. Which is amazing. So if you're holding an angle and you see someone, you can just tap them, just like that, and automatically you've killed someone, whereas the CZ you may have to spray them down. Now the CZ in close quarters may have the advantage due to its ability to go fully automatic, but the 5.7, with its ability to spray and its ability to punch through head armor at its distance, is just, you know, overall better in my opinion. Next is the Tech 9. This has the most bullets out of any gun, and it's just pretty great. It can punch through head armor fairly easily as well, kind of the same thing as the 5.7. In fact, the professional team Fnatic was infamous for using the Tech 9 simply because, infamous for using the Tech 9 before its nerf in actual major competitions. So they were actually ended up being called Fnatic. So it's just a little bit of fun fact for you. So you can see the range that this Tech 9 can actually punch through head armor from, which is, again, really, you know, worth it. So replacing the Tech 9 or the 5.7 isn't just a viable option. I just don't see the option that you would use a CZ over a Tech 9 or a 5.7 really in any sort of situation. So its fire rate, it fires as fast as you can click. And if you're pushing through a rush, you know, you can just spray, and obviously you could easily ace if you're going against an eco, but you can guarantee yourself at least 2 or 3 kills if you're going in against a rush. Like, it's a great gun, and so is the 5.7. So when it comes to the CZ versus the 5.7 and the Tech 9, there's honestly no real competition. Now, before the nerf, the CZ was exponentially better than these guns. It was great. It had a faster fire rate. You know, it had a slower pull-out time. You can see how long it takes to pull that out, where with the 5.7, you're ready to fire. The Tech 9, you're ready to fire. Whereas the CZ, one of its nerf things was that it would be taken out a lot more slowly, so you can't just pull it out and start firing, which a lot of people, you know, didn't like. You know, of course the nerf was needed, but I think, in my opinion, the nerf actually killed the gun to the point where it's not used. Of course, people still use this gun because they're so used to it, and there's nothing wrong with using this gun because you can be extremely deadly with it. You can be deadly with any gun as long as you practice it correctly. But when it comes to gun statistics, the 5.7 and the Tech 9 simply should not be replaced. There's no reason for them to be replaced by the CZ75, and you shouldn't really use the CZ over the Tech 9 or the 5.7. And that's really all there is to it. Again, this video was my opinion. Hopefully this does help you out decide if you want to use the CZ or the Tech 9 or the 5.7, regarding what side you're on, like the T side or the CT side. But that's really all there is to it. If you liked this video, if you liked my opinion, remember to subscribe, remember to comment below, like the video, all that good stuff. If you want to know more about my opinion, go ahead and ask me in the comments below, and I will respond. I read every single comment I get. I maybe don't respond to it, but I do read every single comment. So that's all there is to it. Thank you guys so much for watching.